There we go, the fish on. Louisiana redfish at its best. Rooster on the wild coast. Florida Keys bonefish on the Hobie.
Hobie Outdoor Adventures proudly presents the Hobie Fishing World 7, presented by Rhino Rack. Kayak anglers from across the globe converge on the western waters of Lake Vänern, Sweden's largest lake and the third largest lake in Europe.
We're here in Åmål, Sweden, which is about 2.5 hours north of Gothenburg on Lake Vänern here. Unbelievable waterway and system for what we're chasing this weekend, pike and perch. Little lakeside community, about 10,000 people here, very, very friendly, and the hospitality has been fantastic. We're here for Hobie Fishing Worlds 7. We've got 20 countries, 48 of what I think are the best kayak anglers in the world, all competing in a 3-day comp to determine who's going to be Hobie Fishing Worlds 7 world champ.
The Hobie Fishing World Championship has always had a global presence. It started in 2011 in New South Wales, Australia, before moving the next year to Texas, immediately doubling in size. After a return to Victoria, Australia in 2013, the Hobie Fishing Worlds hopped to the Netherlands for 2014. In 2015, anglers tested their skills on Shang Lake in Changshu, China. Last year, the rich fishery of Louisiana hosted an intense competition. Now, it's time to return to Europe once again.
And what really brought us to Åmål is the pike fishing in particular. It's the fish here at this time of year, they've just come into that pre-spawn and post-spawn era. The ice has just melted less than 3 weeks ago, and the fish are very hungry. So that's one of the main determining factors of Hobie Fishing World 7 is the fishing, but also the town of Åmål.
This is an unbelievable setting. The weather is fantastic, and we are really excited to get on this lake and get going.
This is the second year for participation by our Brazilian team. Last year was we climbed the learning curve quite a bit, and this year I think our team is more prepared, and we're really looking forward to some exciting results here at the Hobie Fishing World 7.
Really excited to be here. So far the weather has been very impressive. It's quite warm. The lake looks absolutely amazing.
I think we have a lot of pressure, especially me and Albin, being locals, in some kind of being Swedish guys fishing for under the Swedish flag in Sweden. I think there's a lot at stake. I feel the pressure definitely, and I think a lot of Europeans guys also feel the pressure since it's our time to win the Worlds this time.
We were supposed to go here pre-fishing like a month ago, and we had like 30-40 centimeters of ice here. So the weather has changed really fast, but as I said, it has been really good fishing in this area the last month, so I think it will be a great event.
The Hobie Fishing World 7 is a 3-day competition with catch, photograph, and release format, targeting pike and perch. The daily target is 2 pike and 2 perch, and all fish must be at least the minimum legal length. The world's best kayak anglers from 5 continents will be fishing from identically and lavishly rigged 2018 Hobie Mirage Pro Angler 14 kayaks.
The Hobie Pro Angler 14s are powered by the Hobie Mirage Drive 180 pedal drive system with turbo fins. So these anglers are going to have the extra power they need to power across this lake, and if they want to go into reverse, they pull a cable and they're backing out when they're getting close to those shorelines. They're rigged with Lowrance Elite TI fish finders with the total scan transducer, which allows them to use downscan and side scan technology. The Lowrance fish finders are mounted on a SCOTTY mount, which will allow the anglers to adjust the angle of their units. On the back of the kayaks, you'll find a power pole micro anchor. This is a shallow water anchor. The anglers in these back shallow bays are able to stop themselves, fan cast, and work an area thoroughly before moving on to the next zone. We've also included a RAILBLAZA visibility kit, which has a light on top and a flag. This is really a great safety device. In the Hobie Fishing Worlds, the fish are accounted for using a catch photo release system. So we have the Yakutek measuring boards that go up to about 120 centimeters. And another cool thing, our sponsor LUREFANS is including a lure package, so each of the anglers will at least have a little kickstart to their lure arsenal before they get on the water. Gerber Gear makes some of the most fantastic tools for outdoorsmen anywhere in the world. And luckily we have them as a sponsor. And two of my favorite items that the anglers are going to be using are their pliers and their scissors. The Hobie Pro Angler 14s are ready, the anglers are here, the weather's nice, the fish are biting. It's time for the Hobie Fishing Worlds 7 to begin.
Registration is set at Harry's Waterside Restaurant Function Room, where the anglers receive welcome packs chock full of sponsor products and their official tournament jerseys.
Welcome to Hobie Fishing Worlds number 7. I can't believe it. Put your hands together.
This is my man Jay Wallen. Let me tell you something. America, he fishes on Kentucky Lake. This is the closest thing you get to Lake Vänern, in my opinion.
Same thing. Same thing.
He's gonna kill it.
We'll be right back with more coverage of the Hobie Fishing Worlds 7, presented by Rhino Rack. Hobie Outdoor Adventures is brought to you by Gerber Fishing Gear, Fish Beyond, Lowrance, Find, Navigate, Dominate, Power Pole Micro Anchor, Swift, Silent, Secure, and Small, and by AFTCO, American Fishing Tackle Company. Welcome back to Hobie Outdoor Adventures and full coverage of the Hobie Fishing Worlds 7 presented by Rhino Rack. LUREFANS Pre-Fish Day 1 kicks off this morning on Lake Vänern in Åmål, Sweden.
It looks amazing. The water's so clean, it's so healthy. The amount of bait just bouncing in the morning on the surface is ridiculous. Even just walking around the marinas yesterday, the amount of perch just seen up in the shallow edges, so it appears extremely healthy and should hold up good for a fisher. And the size of the lake should, with the amount of days we're here, it should fish well. So
I've fished here twice. The first time I fished here, the first time I came, I was lucky enough to get a 108 centimetre pike, which I thought was really quite okay, but it's just average, or so they tell me.
Game plan is just to try and catch something and then move out of the area. Hopefully go back there on the competition day and catch some bigger fish. Can't wait to get out there, yeah. 2 days of sitting looking at a kayak, it just is enough for anybody, so yeah, I'm looking forward to getting on the water.
47 anglers blast off from Åmål Harbor at 8 and are set to return to the event site at 2.
Need to take a measurement or something? Just anchor down with your power pole. Bam, I'm stuck. We're jerk baiting with big jerk baits, and he had a big one swimming next to us, and imagine a strike where they come from nowhere, and I had it 1 second later. It's like a leopard, super fat. They're feeding on the bream and stuff now. A 58. Down she goes. Big busted jerks that are cruising, side to side very heavily, and we let them sit for a while. And when they pause, you have the strike from the pike. So, it's just so much fun to see them, and you have the visual, and you can just have a, brutal strike there. So. Good fish. Okay. No hook. No. Okay. Wait, and then up. Yes, good, and thumb there. Perfect, yeah. Good. Number one?
Number one.
Yeah, his first fish.
First round.
Yes. Oh, it's going. This is the hard part. The pike are very feisty. I can't get a good grip. So I'm helping him take a photo of his pike. They have big teeth, so you should be able to handle them. You need to have a. I hold.
Good. He's going. Oh, he's going. Goodbye. Good job. Nice, 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 nice.
I did more pedaling than fishing. My legs got to work out. I eliminated some water, so that's, you know, that's important too, just as much as finding what you want to find is knowing not where to go. So
a bit slow until I figured out, went through me different types of lures until I found what I thought they were more chewing on. I got a couple, so no big size to them, but feeling good about another practice day tomorrow to kind of refine it a bit more, and so yeah, something to work with.
Yeah, it was a pretty good day. It was just get out there, paddle around, see if we can find some areas where there was fish. Just worked on my lures and which rods I want to throw, and just sort that out. Managed to get one at about 80 centimetres today, and yeah, I just tried a few different spots pretty much today. That was about it.
I just fished for Pike during the European in September. We'll be fishing Euro, and that's my second time. Big fishes doesn't seem to be on shallow water, so I'm gonna explore a little bit deeper for the rest of the competition.
Had a pretty good day. Caught my first pike ever, over a meter. First pike I've ever caught. I'm going to try to focus in on catching perch tomorrow. It seems like it's going to be the harder thing to catch.
Well, coming up, it's Gerber Pre-Fish Day 2, with plenty more action before the World Championship proper commences on Friday. Hobie Outdoor Adventures has been brought to you by Hobie Polarized, trusted, quality, heritage. St. Croix Rod, best rods on earth. RAILBLAZA, hold everything with RAILBLAZA. And by SCOTTY, the way to fish. Welcome back to Hobie Outdoor Adventures. We're on Lake Vänern in Åmål, Sweden, for the Hobie Fishing Worlds 7 presented by Rhino Rack. And today is the Gerber Pre-Fish Day 2.
Well, as you can see and feel, the temperature dropped down at least 15 degrees compared to yesterday. And that's because the wind has turned to northeast and it picked up really well also. It can be a slight problem that you won't notice it out here, but outside there, just outside the island, it will be really bumpy. So for all the competitors, be safe out there.
Well, yesterday was okay. I got one medium-sized pike, saw some good locations. Today I will go to some other locations to check them out. The wind direction changed, so let's see what it brings.
I actually qualified through the Shasta Kayak Bass Classic out there in Lake Shasta. It's a HOW event, Heroes on the Water, so majority of that money went to Heroes on the Water charity. There wasn't a big payout, which was fine with me because everything went to charity, but we really got, this was my big payout, you know, to actually go into the Hobie Worlds, you know, that was the incentive for me, you know, but everything else was just helping out Heroes on the Water, that charity, and it was good, man. I gotta give back, so.
Hobie Fishing Worlds number 7, Pre-Fish Day number 2. It's going to be an awesome day in the water, great fishing, catch some more pike for us.
Well, the northerly Arctic winds drive baitfish to the western shoreline of Lake Vänern and keep them in, around the bays and near the surface. In the reoxygenated water with less clarity, the confused baitfish stir up the predators. The winds aren't heavy enough to drive the pike and perch to the bottom to seek shelter. Instead, they go into a feeding frenzy with the presence of so much food, and the Hobie Fishing Worlds 7 arena becomes alive with action.
Yeah, Lord. Big Lewis.
Good.
Wow.
Take it in the boat.
Yeah, flip it up.
First in the boat.
What's that lure?
We'll fix that later. Put the boat sitting in the boat.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah?
No, I'll get it in there.
Okay.
You have to be sure not to have your fingers in it. Oh my God. Wow. Come a bit closer. Oh.
Can you help him unhook the mesh, boy?
It's 107. 108. Let it go?
Yes, man.
Beautiful. Swam away like a rocket. Yeah! Oh, he's got one too.
Oh, it's been great. We've been just smacking him this morning. See him get his first meter pike, just unreal. We come out, three of us, and we all three hooked up at the same time. Two of us landed and one lost at the boat. I mean, the fishing here is incredible. It's like nothing you'll ever experience. Solid 93. I got two other ones over 80, and then this 93, 94, so you can't beat this place. You really can't. Oh, it's 5,000 miles to get here, and it's the most amazing fishing I've ever been on, and gorgeous. The scenery, the food's amazing, the venue's unreal. It'll be crazy when I get home next week, I know that. So hopefully we can make this happen the next 3 days.
Hobie Outdoor Adventures and coverage of Hobie Fishing Worlds 7 will be right back after these messages. Hobie Outdoor Adventures has been brought to you by Plano, protect your passion. Mustad, defining fishing hooks since 1877. And by Daiwa, advancing the sport of fishing. Welcome back to Hobie Outdoor Adventures and full coverage of the Hobie Fishing Worlds 7 presented by Rhino Rack.
Well, it doesn't look small.
Not bad. Slow start, but now it's we figured the pattern, so we got a fish. I got a couple of follows, but now just landed a 95 centimeter, which is not bad. I had a couple of follows from that fish, but I put the micro anchor in, and I just made the bait bigger, slower sinking, and then just committed. So it was fine. 95 centimeter, heck of a fight.
Oh my God. Oh. Is it right down?
I don't know yet.
It's massive. You can see Andy's used to it.
Huh?
So you can see you're used to it.
Yeah, I'm doing it all the time, so it's no problem.
Oh, easy.
There you go, sir.
Oh, it's not as big as the last one, but he's still got some weight about him. And I caught it on one of Ray Power's paddle tails from Australia. Custom handmade plastic. Yeah, did the job.
A little more.
Yeah, heavy.
More. Yeah, like that.
Let it go.
Yeah, let it go. Yes, now hold it.
Oh!
There it goes.
It's come away. Perfect.
It was great. It started slow. Once the rain started, it was a little bit miserable, but that's when I started catching fish. I missed a lot early. I hooked a lot of fish today, and then I finally started catching them in the rain, and I caught two really quick in about 30 minutes once I figured that out.
It's been really good. I love it. It's my first one I've ever done, so it's really good to see how everyone gets along real well and everyone bonds a bit more than what they do fishing normal tournaments at home.
So I feel all the guys here are way in a different league than me. I'm way behind. But it's all in good spirit. Everybody's having fun, and it's quite an experience for me. I mean, I really watched the whole 6 series, and to be in the 7th is quite an honor.
We just wrapped up day 2 of pre-fish. That means tomorrow's tournament begins. We're feeding the anglers some good moose burgers. So they've got a great selection of local fare. they're hungry because they're catching fish. So they're catching pike like crazy, a lot of big pike. We've seen from the launch right here, guys catching pike. The elusive fish is the perch. There's always that elusive species each event we have. This year, the perch, these guys are struggling to figure out how to catch them. Those that do will be at the leaderboard. So if you can go get your pike, maybe 2 pike a day, and a perch, you're going to do really, really well.
The first competition day of the Hobie Fishing World 7 is about to start on Åmål, Sweden. The stunning scenery surrounding Lake Vänern and the excellent quality of fishing is set to make this 7th World Championship one of the most memorable in the history of the worlds.
Anglers away, Hobie Fishing Worlds number 7, day number 1 of the championships. Good luck, anglers.
Join us next week for the continuing coverage of Hobie Fishing World 7 presented by Rhino Rack. Thank you for watching Hobie Outdoor Adventures, and you can always watch all of our previous episodes at HobieOutdoorAdventures.com. Hey, we'll see you next time on a new episode of Hobie Outdoor Adventures.